So we're here at the famous Doc Campbell's. So one of our group has tender feet, so we're going to walk the alternate from Doc Campbell's up to Highway 12. Or one of the alternates is to walk from here over to Reserve. There is a actual road walk or a road that goes over to the town of Reserve where my van is parked. It's a very complex story of miles and water, and it might snow at the end of April. So don't know. I know it's generally going north, maybe a little bit northwest, ending up in Reserve somehow, finding water where we find it. So come along. But first, stopping by the Gila Cliff Dwellings. Very exciting, free, didn't cost anything today, and we'll show you there. What's a cute little trail, little creek, shady. So in case you're wondering, I didn't do the Silver City to Doc Campbell's part yet because the group I'm with, they have to go see their son graduate, so they don't think they can do the whole thing right at this moment. So they'll come back, and then we'll do the Doc Campbell's to Silver City section. So it's looking good. There's cliffs, but no dwellings yet. But a happy little stream. Very, very cool. So there's the actual dwellings. So we still have to walk up around here and then get up to them. Wild. Be a nice place to put a tent. Kitchen, I guess.
In true hiker form, looking for this.
Always looking for a campsite. That's a good one.
Still the smoke.
Smoke. You know, smoke on the ceiling. Well, that's cool. Look at that. Yeah, neat.
Look at the ceiling though.
Yeah. Smoke charred. Wow, look at that. It's just huge back there. It's got to be 50 feet. The camera doesn't show it, but it's a huge cavern. Wow. And they had a nice view on a 2.3 acre lot. So this looks like a cistern kind of a room, like it's where they stored water, peeking through one of the little portals. So this is another part of it, and another huge cavern. It's wild, look at that. Just to have a roof over your head, so important. Yeah, you can't go up there, but yeah, amazing. That's a lot of rocks to haul. So a bit more, another annex. And here's another cavern, which doesn't look like it was quite as built up as the others. And here's another cavern, but it looks like it was probably too inaccessible to get to. So heading out, starting to rain. You gotta love it. It's a 3-mile road walk to the Cliff Dwellings, and then you just head off. So we're gonna again take the High Trail Alternate, which I think is about 29 miles. And water is really sketchy on this, other than being right on the river. I think it's a 21-mile walk to real water. So carrying 5 liters, and you got to be ready for temperatures in the 20s, rain. So this is not an ultralight backpack with all that water. Plus it's a really long carry, like 5 days. So let's add this up: 5 days of food, 6 liters starting off with water, ready for rain and cold temperatures. My PCT backpack was like 17 pounds. But this is a different trail, isn't it? And also I'm carrying a cook stove and a pot. I found that when it's really cold, it's really hard to eat cold soaked food because you're cold, the food is 45 degrees. You put 45 degree food inside you, you become really cold. for like an hour and until it warms you up. So the rain stopped. Still a lot of dark clouds, but you know, that's this trail, I think. There's always a dark cloud somewhere. Yeah, the inReach forecast is only calling for a 10% chance of rain though, so that inReach forecast is super nice to have. So this part of the section up to reserve is about an 80-mile trek. We were talking to the owner of Doc Campbell's, Mike, and he was saying he recommends the just high route rather than being in the water. He says it's a much better time. The water, of course, is more sketchy, but he's a guide here, and you know he's got to know what he's doing. So crossing the West Fork of the Gila River, about to go off the road and on trail. So on the high route, very nice. The rain has stopped. I appreciate that. There's my view. Dark clouds out there. Looks like it's raining a little bit. Don't know if it's coming towards us or we're going towards it. So we're trying to figure out whether to camp here. It's starting to rain again, and it's, you know, another 4.5 miles to the camp we thought we'd do. I don't know. So we wound up camping about 2 miles before our intended campsite, and it's starting to rain, as you can hear. I like sleeping in the rain. So tomorrow down to the river and then across that, and we'll see where that all leads. Good night. Well, good morning. It was a rainy night until about midnight. Then it got frosty, and now it's like 40 degrees. It got down to like 36. So it's a very frosty morning, intense frosty. Everything's frosty. So we're going to go 12 miles to water and then see where that leads us. Beautiful morning. Well, it's a very pretty little valley in here. Beautiful. So this is the campsite at mile 8.8 on the high alternate. Beautiful. Perfect place to camp. You know, 30-40 sites. It's got a great view of the Gila River. Look at this canyon. Just amazing. Long way down, 1,000 feet down. So that's the river down there. So leaving alternate 8.8 campground, that was fantastic. There's room for probably 40-50 tents there. Beautiful views. So it's about 8.8 miles down where we cross the Gila. Gonna stop there and do a pack explosion and dry out all our stuff. So we're at 7,300 feet, little bit of remaining snow. Interesting, but otherwise looks very dry. A lovely little forest and a lovely trail. Beautiful day. It's warming up. It's about 54 degrees. Getting there. Beautiful. I love this kind of hiking where you're going through meadows, forests. It's beautiful. You can see where you're going, not choked with bushes. Looks like a cabin that the horseback riders use. Very, very quaint. Property of New Mexico State Game and Fish Department. Okay. And a lock. All right, onward. Almost back to the Gila River, about 2.5 miles. So dropping down to the Gila River now. It's about 530 feet down. The Gila River, famous Gila River. Little ducklets. Cute. Lots of water. Across the Gila River, it's only about 6 inches deep in my bare feet. So there's a 500-foot climb over a 1/2 mile coming up. So going to get that done, and I guess it goes up to some Mesa. Very pretty though. So up on top, that was quite the climb. It's a mesa. It's very pretty. Hey, look at the trees, you know, trees and shade. Isn't it great? Another beautiful sunrise on the CDT. This is in what's called the Aeroplane Mesa. We camped right there, and we're going up over this hill to walk into Snow Lake. I give you the mileages on the alternate, but the alternate mileages change all the time. They reset, so it's not just one mile marker. But on this part of the Aeroplane Mesa, it's mile marker 1.9. So it got down to 34 degrees last night, and it's currently 37, a balmy 37. But it's a much drier than it was the night before, so it wasn't quite as cold. So the high route eventually hits a road, and this leads out to Snow Lake and then goes north. So wow, this is the middle fork of the Gila River, it says on Guthooks. Pretty dry. So my opinion on the high route from Doc Campbell's to Snow Lake. One, Guthooks is not that accurate for once. Very odd. Waypoints might be 0.1 off, or the trail is not always accurate. Two, a lot of climbing. So you're trading dry feet for climbing. So if you're a person who likes to climb but hates wet feet, then the high route is for you. If you're a person who just hates climbing but is okay with wet feet, then the water route is yours. So we're going to hang right here and go north. So this is now the Gila River pink route. 27 miles until you get back to the official CDT. So this is still going up the west fork of the Gila River. A lot of bushwhacking. As you can see, it's pretty dry. Still going up the Gila River. Looks like there's water up there. Yep, there's water. Pretty murky. So I guess there's a cow trough about 4 miles up. I got 1/2 liter, and we're climbing, so that'll have to do. When you do these kind of hikes, the only thought you got in your head is, where's the next water? And then where are we going to camp? Very cool hills and cliffs. Getting there, coming to something. Whoa, that's water. But look at all the cow prints. And so at mile 82.1 on Guthooks, it's like a discontinued solar pump and this big lake. But I don't see a way to access it in a clean way where cows haven't crapped in it. Boy, that was quite the climb out from that lake. Straight up. So I went to Custer's Last Stand once. This looks just like that kind of territory. Roadwalk. Love it. This is just an expansive country. Guthooks mile 83.2. Break time.
Break time.
So this is Bursum Road and Guthooks mile 86.2. Bursum Road goes up here a few miles to a water cache or a water tank. So believe it or not, we're still on the Guthooks Pink Line alternate, and it goes on for about another 5 miles. About 4 miles more to get to this trough. So that would make it a 27-mile carry for the day. Yeah, nice. And we're anxious to get there. About 2.5 miles to water. Here's my view. So we're going to Highway 12, 31 miles. Gonna go left that way. Still going on Bursum Road. Old Canyon Road. No, Bursum Road. Coming into some cows. Very cautious. Yep. Everything that I imagined it would look like. Beautiful plains, beautiful mountains, the wind, perfect. It looks like something out of a movie set. It's just so perfect. So Guthooks mile 95.7. Comments say there's 2 troughs. The trough on the right has a spigot. Let's go check that out. Well, there's water. At least that. Spigot. So there was a spigot. It's a ball cock. So it's like the same as your toilet. When the ball is down, water flows in. But it has to be conditioned. So we hiked 25 miles today, 25 big ones. But you know, sometimes you just have to get to water. So we still have about 31 miles to go to get back to Highway 12. So work on that tomorrow. Hopefully do 22 tomorrow, and then 9 into reserve. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Another sunrise on the CDT. Cold. It's like 22 last night, 27 now. It'll probably warm up to 65, so you just have to suffer through it. Yeah, boy, need to change something to make myself warmer at night. I've got long johns, but I didn't put them on. So it's my own fault. So I'm going to head up to the next water is at 6 miles, and which rejoins the official CDT to Highway 12, which is about 30 miles from here. So this is the Guthooks 101.3 water cache. Good water, and even a little bit coming out of the pipe. Hoo-wee! The last 2 miles before you get to the CDT is a huge incline in this road. Woof! Yeah, so when we left that last water cache, it looked like it was another 27-mile carry to good water. Now there's a cow pond, which is half cow poop and half cow pee. If you don't want to drink that, then you have to carry it. Man, it's a dry part of the trail. And now a steep part. So that equates to carrying 6 liters up this hill. The CDT, yes. So back on the official CDT. Very nice lady came up here and she said, "Do you want a beer?" I said, "Yes, I do want a beer." She had never heard of the CDT or trail magic, but now she knows what that is. So a lot of climbing today, hopefully get in another 10 miles. That would leave about 10 miles going into reserve. By the way, this is at 9,000 feet, and it feels like it. And here's my view. Way high. It's just a little bit of road walk, and then it branches off onto a trail. Back on the trail. Gorgeous day. Beautiful views. More beautiful views. So just climbed up a 900-foot climb, now at mile 352 on Guthooks. It's like there's 2 more little peaks to kind of scramble over and then head downhill generally. There's always more climbing. So we just crested another hill, mile 353.3. Nice view. So we made it to mile 354.2. A little short of our goal, but 12 miles tomorrow to Highway 12, which will take us down to town. They're going to come and get us, and I'll show you around when we get to that point too. So good night. Well, good morning. So I'm making an early start to reserve, 6 o'clock, and here's my view. Some kind of kiosk for information I don't know. Keep your fires out. Sunrise on another day on the CDT. Guthooks mile 356.8, about 9 miles from the Highway 12, which goes to reserve. So it's a bit of a road walk to get to Highway 12, or the nice lady from Frisco Lodge is going to come out, pick us up. $35 for the bunch. Great. Just waiting at Highway 12 for our ride in the beautiful New Mexico sky. Laying on the side of Highway 12, New Mexico. That rocks.
There you go.
Here I am.
That's perfect.